A very good morning. I bid to Dr. Chong, my lecturer. My name is Muhammad Ishak Syami Badanan. I'm from 3 HSP. And before I start, I would like to thank you for teaching us throughout this sem, and I want to say that I hope you are doing well in JB and make out the best throughout this rough time that we're having. So for the first question, we were asked to be a marketing manager for a newly launched office tower. So the first one, I'll start with introduction for green building. A green building is a building that in its design, construction or operation reduces or eliminates negative impacts and can create positive impacts on our climate and natural environment. Green buildings preserve precious natural resources and improve our quality of life. The construction of green building will also lead to significant minimization of negative environmental impacts and productive use of resources. Therefore, there has been an increasing emphasis on the construction of green buildings over the past 2 decades, um, contributing to an obvious move towards green building around the world. So, the United Nations Environment Program, or we can call it UNEP, also estimated that up to 40% of total energy consumption and 30% of greenhouse gas emissions are accounted for by buildings globally, which is a high percentage of energy use. Based on studies, the use of high energy efficient windows and green wall technology would help us save 14 to 20% and 30 to 60% of operating energy, which is a lot of energy that we can save and reduce the greenhouse gas emission. Okay, for marketing mix, it is divided to three, which is market segmentation, market targeting, and also market positioning. For the first one, market segmentation. Segmentation has also been defined as considering a heterogeneous market, and it is divided into four segmentation, which is demographic segmentation, behavioral segmentation, and also psychographic segmentation, and lastly, geographic segmentation. Later, I will elaborate more about market segmentation. So for market targeting is a technique that splits a wide market into smaller segments. And market positioning refers to the perception of a brand or product by the consumer in relation to competing brands or products. Okay, for the market segmentation, for demographic segmentation, it means, for example, you will divide the potential buyer into age, into their incomes, uh, into their not lifestyle, into their positions in their jobs. So for demographic segmentation, I would say that for green office building or tower, I would say that we are targeting people around 28 to 50 years old. Why? Because I assume that everyone or any potential buyer would be likely to be a business owner or investor. So if they are younger, then it could be that the buyer or potential clients is younger than I expected, but around 28 and 50 it is an average for expected clients. So for I targeted a business owner or investor, which is obviously someone who wants to operate the business to the green buildings, and also I targeted someone that have a high income compared to a lower income. Uh, for the psychographic segmentation, because it is a green building, so I put it in that the potential clients would be interested in nature and involved in environmental events. In behavioral segmentation, we will see how a customer interacts with our product, um, which means we can identify that how the clients reacted to our emails, reacted to our promotions, and then by doing this, we can actually execute the same planning for the same types of clients. So different clients, different types of behavior, so we can execute our plan depending on how they react or interact with us. For geographic segmentation, for office building, it is obviously should be located in an urban area. It is not necessary for us to be located in rural area, which is not effective for us. Why? Because in urban area there is a lot of high labor supply compared to rural areas, and it is office building which is should be located on the central business district, or we call CBD. And also it should be completed, the area should be complete with the infrastructure, which means highways, public transport, so that the labor could could make their transportation easier. So the next one is market targeting. After segmentation, a market of company will continue to select previously segmented market segments. The selection of this segment is called market targeting. Market targeting is a process that a company must use when deciding to focus on one or more segments. This strategy is an important component in setting a marketing strategy because it limits the number of competitive targets to focus on, those most likely to succeed. So market targeting basically means that after we segmented the market, from which maybe from older people to younger people, and then we should focus on which segment that we should focus on marketing. So for example, for people who fall into a higher income bracket, they are more likely to buy from us compared to people who have low income. And also, if the people is not interested in nature or environmental events, etc., then they are not likely to buy our product instead, because we are focusing on green building office tower. So for market targeting, we should focus on what the client, what the segmented market have been saying to us, to which segment that we should focus. So for market positioning is the ability to influence consumer perceptions of a brand or product over competitors. This is done through use of promotion, prices, places, products, which is known as 4Ps that we learned from lecture. This is the only way product or service meets the expectation of its customers and the promises of its position. Company must clearly define their position in the value chain. Otherwise, communication loses focus and can be confusing. A green positioning strategy based on brand attributes serve the purpose of building product associated through the delivery of information on environmentally friendly building attributes. However, if the brand strategy relies on the product position solely based on its functional nature, the fact that reducing the impact of the building on the environment may not provide significant individual benefits to the buyer, and may make this strategy less successful. Which means that we shouldn't focus on telling the clients about the impact of the building, because sometimes the clients doesn't even care about the impact of the building to the nature. So sometimes the small things, so sometimes the marketing doesn't work so easily, because different clients will bring a different behavior towards the environment, because some clients, they don't care about the impacts, and they care more about the price, because green buildings actually is higher has a higher value compared to conventional building, because they can save a lot of energy, and it is also been stated in JPPH, that the green building brings more value than conventional buildings. So for question 2, so for this question I choose IJM Land. And for the introduction, IJM Land Berhad, also known as IJM Land, has been redefining the property landscape of the area under the IJM Corporation Berhad. IJM Land Property Division is optimizing its 4,190 acre undeveloped land bank portfolio with gross development value of more than 35 billion ringgit, covering main growth areas in Malaysia. IJM Land also focus on international property investment, such as India, United Kingdom, and also, if I'm not mistaken, Australia. For the next one is their products. IJM Land has a lot of products, but I only put 8 of the projects that they have, which is the one I only include the projects that are significant, I would say. So for the first one is Pantai Central Park. This park is actually located in Kuala Lumpur and also known as the one and only urban forest town. The idea is motivated by the New York Central Park, which is in the United States. And second project is Seremban 2. It is a self-contained township providing a healthy living experience. And Seremban 2 is actually a very new project, and the area is still not yet saturated with people, so it is still not mature. And I've been there in Seremban 2, and actually the facilities is very very good, and they also provided a sport center and also hall, if I'm not mistaken, public hall. Also Bandari Bayu. The Bandari Bayu is in Selangor. It is a peaceful green environment covering 1,879 acres. For Astin Duta, located in Johor Bahru, it is an intrinsically spectacular open space that produces an unparalleled sense of tranquility. Pearl Regency in Penang, a condominium, a beautifully designed and unique development located in Leboh, Tunku, Kudin 1. Udini Square, which is a shopping malls, also in Penang. Udini Square has 103 retail stores, provided a well-known lifestyle for work and leisure. S2 Heights, or we can call it Seremban 2 Heights. S2 Heights is a proposal for low density growth covering over 1,500 acres of freehold land, also located near Seremban 2. Riverine Diamond, it is a resort which became a landmark development project of IJM Land in Kuching, Sarawak. So IJM Land also focuses on projects in Sabah, but I don't include it here, but I include it in my reports, and also some other projects from Sabah and international from India. Okay, next one is the price. For this segment, I will only include 3 of their projects. So for Bandar Bayu, located in Selangor, the average price is RM300 ringgit per square feet for semi-D. So the starting price is at RM916,800 ringgit, and starting price for bungalow is from 2,001,000 ringgit. So for Pearl Regency, located in Penang, the starting price at 780,000 or 554 ringgit per square feet for a condominium. However, the competitor in the same area starting price is RM960,450 or 662 per square feet, which is a lot higher price compared to Pearl Regency. So in this case, we can say that Pearl Regency offers the clients a lot cheaper price compared to the competitor. So for Astin Duta, located in Johor Bahru, the starting price for 2-story terrace house is at RM 544,000, and the other competitors in the same area, starting price for the same building is around 715,000 to 1,188,000, which is a lot higher than what the Austin Duta project offers. So for this case, I think that the clients obviously should choose the one that it is the lower price compared to other. So at this slide, we can see that IJM Land offers a project that very low price compared to the competitors, which is unreasonably very high price they offer. So in this case, the competitor maybe they offer a lot of things, but then the basic things of property, IJM Land offer them a better price. So next one is the place. Place is the goods offered by IJM Land but hard or costly in nature. So when marketing, they appear to choose higher quality and safer platform rather than lower security platform. IJM Land team publishes its goods and various property channels or websites that are stable and capable of reaching many potential buyers of property, such as IJM Land Buyer Hub, Social Property Guru, and Property.com, and iProperty.com. So IJM Land also has its own websites where you could surf on the website. They included all their projects and all their future goals and your future projects, and etc. The people and the management also. Next one is promotion. Sellers or IJM Land may use various resources such as ads, advertising, personal sales, and promotions for promotional activities. So the kind of ads that they can use is, for example, Google ads, Facebook ads, because these ads can be personally specified for their targeted customer, which means if they are trying to find a customer or a client who like nature, then Facebook ads will be effective to find those customers, because Facebook have a massive data that can track someone's behavior or someone interest, and that is tools for the company to use. And IJM Land prefers to host events attended by hundreds or thousands of people, just like the Penang Bridge International Marathon 2019, to broaden its brand and let everyone know about it. So this kind of promotion is actually very clever compared to other kind of promotions, I guess, because this promotion will attract a lot of people, and then a lot of people will actually notices who is IJM Land, what it brings to the world, what it try to offer the clients, and it is a very effective promotion method compared to conventional methods, which is giving flyers in malls, and ads ads from advertisement from newspaper, which is an old way of doing it. So this kind of promotion is well ahead of their competitors, I would say. So the next one is the people. IJM Land continue to hire experienced employees at IJM Land because they can provide high quality goods for their company. IJM Land has its own sales team without hiring an agent agency. In addition, to stimulate and develop their technical skills and unleash their passion for the area in which they are active, they are willing to carry out numerous programs and activities to improve their employees, which is a very good action by the company to keep their employees ahead of the competitors. So for the next one is physical evidence. The physical evidence shown by the IJM Land is the building itself, the interior of every service environment, the internet or websites, brochures, furnishings, mailboxes, emblem, uniforms, and employee wear, and others. IGM Land is willing to donate money, supplies, and clothing to low-income families while supporting those in need who are disabled to walk. This shows care and consideration in the community for the poor. And the last one is IGM Land's process. IGM Land's workers will demonstrate their experience and function as a team to make it simple and persuasive. And IGM Land again has its own sales team with the hiring and agent agency, which is very good for their clients, for their staff welfare. Indirect operation is the support of the service, whether before, after, or after the use of the service. Marketing departments, for example, should know that what clients want and what is the best way for these clients to get what they want. Okay, that is all from me for my individual assignment. Thank you very much to Dr. Chong.